because somebody just said it in the chat. Rome Bryce is my guy, full stop, point blank, period. The debate is over. I am not having it anymore. This is not something, so this will be the last time. If you want to get your Bryce takes off, this will be the last time you can do it with me. Because the debate is over. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear it from none of y'all. Bryce is our quarterback, franchise quarterback. They're going to pick up the option. He's going to get paid. Deal with it. Because you don't have a different option out there, right? So it is what it is. If you don't like it, cool. But here's some things that you're going to have to deal with that you don't like. One of them, Bryce Young, since entering the league, has a 48% win rate when trailing by 7 or less in the fourth quarter, minimum 10 opportunities. Only Patrick Mahomes, let me cue it up. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts have a better percentage in that period. And look, what do they say at the end of that? It is a ridiculous stat. Yes, it is. Do I think that the Panthers will draft a quarterback this year? Yes, and I have said that. For backup purposes only. But just in case, maybe just maybe, Dave decides, hey, I would like to have someone here I can groom just in case. Do I think that's going to happen in the top rounds? No, I do not. But the debate on whether or not Bryce Young is your franchise quarterback, it's over. Like I said, I'm not having it anymore. Here's some more for you. Bryce Young is the youngest player in NFL history with 11 game-winning drives. The other two guys on that list, pretty good. One's the reigning MVP, Josh Allen. Another is the biggest brain, both literally and figuratively, in NFL history, and Peyton Manning. You do not end up on these lists. Now, look, is there some stuff that you're going to have to work on if you're Bryce Young? Yes, clearly. You got to get more consistent game to game. But I also think that your coach can help you out, especially when you see what happened yesterday versus what happened the game before. I mentioned it. You're down, right? There's an opportunity for you to kind of revert back to those things that, scare us a little bit, like Bryce Young throwing the ball on first and second down continuously. Not a good recipe for success. Why do I say that? Well, what does the data tell us? On first and second down yesterday, 44 passing yards. He was 0 for 0, touchdowns and interceptions. The beautiful thing is that there were no turnovers. But what happened on third and fourth down? 162 yards, 3-0. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Bryce Young, now that he has found I'm going to find this tweet to show y'all because Edgar Salmingo showed something, and I'll just tell you. I don't have to show you. I'll just tell you. Edgar Salmingo showed something on X, a clip from the All-22 on that touchdown throw to Teteroa McMillan. Teteroa McMillan has not even turned up field yet, and you can see Bryce Young already cocked back and the ball's coming out of his hand. He hadn't even fully separated from the corner, and the ball was coming out of his hand. That's the kind of confidence last year that he had with Adam Thielen, where when the Chiefs, who blitzed him 60% of their plays, he was 9 for 10 for 125. Once I get the confidence in my guys, throw it at me and I'll make you pay for it. Because that's all this is. It's just confidence. It's just chemistry. That's it. And I'm going to tell you what I love about Teteroa McMillan. He one of them ones. Not just from the perspective of, hey, I'm good. I know I'm good. Get me the ball. McMillan had one catch yesterday. He had a target that missed him, or he missed, one or the other, right? Which, not for nothing, one of those moments where Bryce Young and Dave Canales throwing the ball, and it's like, all right, well, you missed on this one. What do we do? Hey, throw it again. Okay, convert. Or hey, let's go back to the run. Okay, it's working. Keep going to it. Good balance, identity, right? But the whole time, Tetairoa McMillan, they talked about this with Xavier Legette. Got to shout him out too. On that Chuba Hubbard run for the touchdown, swing pass, boom, Chuba takes off. The blocking was incredible. Man, I literally, before the touchdown was even caught, man, I'm watching on the sideline. I see Xavier Legette sitting down right here. I see Jimmy Horn sitting down right here. Bryce Young is standing up talking. Who's standing up talking to him? Your 8th overall pick, Tetairoa McMillan, looking at the tablet. Hey, maybe we can do this. Oh, yeah, bet. And they dapping each other up. Just like you see them doing the little dances after the fact when they score. Real chemistry from a guy who is not a diva. I am here to make sure that we are great. I saw a tweet earlier. If Tetairoa McMillan was anywhere else, he'd be a superstar. He's a superstar here. Because he's not the kind of guy, I could argue, if you put him somewhere else where you did try to make him that guy where he's, 10, 11 catches a game, multiple targets, you want to make him a 1,500-yard a game receiver, he might struggle. We've seen the drops. He does what he does when he needs to do it. All for the common goal. These guys are all brought in. Somebody said something earlier. They're building something special in Carolina. You damn right they are. It's happening. Brad, my illustrious guest, respond.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. I preached the last game, that he really shown in the Atlanta game is the consistency. I was very, very frustrated at the end of the half. I was very frustrated in the second half with a play. But again, these are all things maturation. I'm looking at these other quarterbacks. The one that was announced in the game, Drew Brees, his thing, he popped into year 4, year 5, and Peyton Manning, year 4, year 5. I know these are great quarterbacks, but that's what you do. You see what guys do when they do it and what they become. And so we're still in year 3, and there are consistent plays. The one in the San Francisco game where everybody's like, run it in, it was right there. There are plays that the kid, he makes the wrong decision, the kid struggles. And then you have those gritty games. And then you have a game yesterday where, except for those plays where I wish he would have, thrown at someone's feet, different things like that, the kid played a perfect game, 175, 75%, 140 some, passer rating, highest since Cam Newton's 153, third 3-touchdown game this season. The kid is growing. And, I like what someone said in chat about the he's still only 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There are rookies that are the same age as him, and he's been through 3 years. And the first year was complete mismanagement. And not just so much on Frank Reich, but also just the fact that it was such a toxic environment that was billed, even on draft day, as the best environment. Like, hey, man, they got Jim Caldwell. They've got Frank Reich. It just can't be any better for this kid. And then you had all those internal issues that he was dealing with on top of being a rookie quarterback. Now, if you look at his size, his stature, arm strength, those are things people try to bag on. And the kid has only missed 2 games his entire career. So there are some positives. And like I said, I'm not here to try to bring everybody down to earth. I still want consistency. I still want to see him make that play at San Francisco when it's just you and a defensive end for you to just walk in the end zone because it's there. I love some of the plays he made yesterday. I remember, how he used to be so angry about Dave in his ear about 2.9, 2.9, 2.7. But he made some throws yesterday, one being the Jalen Coker for the big third down conversion where we could kneel it out.
Yeah.
That's a 2.7 throw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drop back, plant your foot, make the throw. He did that a lot
too.
in the Atlanta game.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see that out of him on the regular. Dude, I told you yesterday, there has been a very, very big drop off in quarterback play since those players around 2009, 2008, up to Cam around 2011, 2012, and who was my man that retired that Indianapolis?
Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Mm-hmm.
These new quarterbacks have not produced consistently. I mean, you had a good rookie year from CJ Stroud. He struggled ever since. Jaden Daniels, great rookie year. This year has been, just a forgettable season.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was so big on us getting, what we should have done to move up to get Justin Herbert a couple years ago. Everybody's like, man, we should have traded up. We should have got Justin Herbert. He threw for 150 yards yesterday.
Yeah.
He looks very inconsistent.
No, he's
when you look at
he on the bench. Now you talking about that was Tyrod yesterday with the Jets.
No, Justin Herbert.
Oh, Herbert. My bad. I'm thinking
yeah.
My bad.
Chargers.
My bad. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, let me speak to that real quick. 2 seconds. What was the pathway for us to do that, Brad? Because I see that all the time. And we drafted Derek in that draft.
Trade away our future. Trade away our future.
To who though? Ron Rivera? Ron Rivera wasn't going. You think Ron Rivera, after he just got fired, is going to go to the Washington Brass and be like, "Yeah, get the 2 first round"? No, there was no pathway for us to draft up to get him.
Nonsense.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I mean, it's complete. Yeah, I mean, we would have had to give away, and the Chargers wanted Justin Herbert.
Right.
Miami wanted Justin Herbert. So
yes, and they were both in front of us. Yes. There was no pathway for us to go up. Yeah, but go ahead.
Flores included that in his lawsuit. Like, he did not want Tua Tagovailoa. He wanted Justin Herbert. So he wanted to trade up. He wanted to do whatever he could do. And his brass was like, nah, we're going to take Tua.
Right.
And he felt like that led to his firing because, they didn't produce. But, I mean, Herbert passed for 150 yards yesterday. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. I mean, he's the most inconsistent quarterback in the NFL. One of the most inconsistent in J.J. McCarthy. Like, he looks like it's way too much for him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's struggling to even read the field. He's late on throws.
Even more than Bryce did as a rookie. Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's really struggling. I mean, so we are in the place where I would feel like at this time, football-wise, management-wise, it would be stupid to move on from this kid. Looking at what you've got coming out next year, Lenore Sellers is not coming out. He's struggled anyway. He's talking about transferring to Miami. You don't have the Manning kid. He's not coming out for another year. And it really is one of those things where a late round pick, who are you going to sign? Famous Jameis. I feel like with what this kid is doing, he continues to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then continues to show that you can count on him for those, like you said, 3 or 4 big plays a game. He is what we're going to have to stick with going forward.
Agreed.
And it's not a bad thing to me because I've looked across the league. I've seen these, past 10 or 12. I mean, why do you think Aaron Rodgers is still playing with a broken wrist?
Mm-hmm.
It's because there's nothing out there.
Right.
So people have to get on board because that's what it's going to be.
I'm glad you said that. There is nothing out there. The cupboard's bare. You know what I'm saying? Here's your options next year. Daniel Jones, they've lost 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Jacoby Brissett, that's an option for you. If you're really gonna tell me, like I'm gonna speak to whoever this speaks to. If you're gonna tell me that you want one of those guys over Bryce Young going into 2026, you should become Meow Mix and chill. Period. Because then it's just agenda driven. There's no merit to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, be you, do you. But if you're going to do you over there. Please. And thank you.